Hey guys, this is Bear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. Happy Mind Day everyone! For today, we are going to have a hero spotlight, and this time we are going to talk about Shell. And also, since it's a Monday, it seems that there's no mystery hero preview, which means there's going to be a choice fate Korea again this week, and based on my research, I think it's going to be the Fate Core team, the Banga family. Yep. So let's just wait until Wednesday to see if it's true. But yeah, based on what I check, I think it's going to be the Banga family Fate Core team. So if you guys are building the Banga tribe, this week there's going to be an opportunity for you to build or to choose one of them and try to pull your luck. So here in the journals button, let's go to heroes and then let's look for Shell. Okay,
Her screams are
this
truly
is she.
inspirational.
Now first, let's go and check her skill set. The passive is Artistic Spirit. Increases attack of ally with the highest attack by 30% for 5 turns at the start of own turn, 1 time per round. And then the first skill, Essence of Art, increases attack of one ally by 18% for 6 turns and increases attack speed of target by 30 for 6 turns. So I think this works only to that same one ally that you're going to increase the attack for 18%. And then the second skill is Clown's Performance. Deals 63% damage to all enemies and decreases hit of hero with the highest attack by 35% for 7 turns. So this works as an area of effect damage, but decrease hit of hero, this refers to the one with the highest attack, not to all enemies. Now, let's check her out further. Here in the hero introduction, you can see she's a little girl. She's holding an umbrella. And whenever I see Shell, it's like she's giving me this circus vibes, you know, those circus of the old days where it's somewhat scary. Then this is the default mode. And this is the battle mode where you can see the umbrella has this pair of arms. There's some string. So it's like a mannequin, or what's the other term? Marionette, right? Marionette. I think that's the term. Mannequin or marionette. And this is really dark. Her appearance effect is this one.
Hey, wanna become my doll?
Leader of Phantasmagoria, Shell. Phantasmagoria. And then hero illustration. And then let's check out her skill preview.
Here,
This is the basic attack or normal attack. You can see
take it.
the umbrella is the one attacking, and it seems like Shell's controlling the umbrella.
I
Then
need
the first
4
skill.
plus.
Okay, that's the buff given to the ally with the any ally. She's giving increase of attack and attack speed. Yep. Now the second skill.
It's showtime. Here, do a dance. With the clowns. Dance.
No, that is really scary. I think among all of the skill animations here, hers is the darkest. Now, her story: Enchanter Shell, sex is female, nation is Esteris Republic, hero chair fated or fated grade hero, element is machine, she's 26 years old, race is human, position support or support type hero, birthday is on August 8th, The leader of Phantasmagoria, an eccentric mercenary arts company. Shell is a lonely artist and a perfectionist who dreams of making a doll that resembles a human. She's the leader of Phantasmagoria, which consists of oddball mercenaries who introduce themselves as members of the arts company, not mercenaries. Shell's first goal is to complete her masterpiece, and working as a mercenary is merely a means to make money. Shell did not fight on the battlefield as a mercenary from the beginning. She was just a doll maker who wanted to make the perfect doll. However, to make a doll with human-like emotions, she had to understand and collect those emotions first. After mulling down over a place rich in emotion, she set the battlefield as her destination and started gathering colleagues. This is how Phantasmagoria was founded, which often is called an eccentric mercenary arts company. Most of the members of Phantasmagoria who Shell selected directly are eccentric. That is because Shell only accepted those whose artistic spirit was strong enough to understand her artwork and those who have personalities powerful enough to inspire her. In other words, Shell abhors those who do not understand art or those who are not polite. She wanders around the battlefield with other artists of Phantasmagoria again today, hoping to complete her masterpiece through the extreme emotions exuded from fights to the death. Now that's very unique. Imagine that. A company, eccentric. Let me just check it again. Eccentric mercenary arts company. So she's an artist. So that's why that's her weapon, the umbrella with those hands, because she's a doll maker. Now, let's check out her fate core, and I think, if I remember correctly, she only has one fate core, and this is Blooming Someday, or Time Walker fate core. And you can see the different heroes under this certain fate core, and Shell, she has the gold fate core along with Talia. So you can see here, Artist of Death Shell. And if you can observe the Time Walker characters over here, it's like they grown up. Because if you're going to check them one by one, you can see that their original character are actually kids. I don't know if you can see it, but if you're going to check them individually, you can see the reflection. I mean, not the reflection, but the person on the right, they're actually kids. And the reflection on this huge mirror is actually their grown-up version. So you can see Shell here. She's like a lady now. So, Artist of Death Shell. Shell in a parallel world of a new timeline. She created art on the battlefield of evil rather than justice, resentment rather than goals. As a result, she grew up eating away countless emotions, establishing herself as a renowned artist with fame across the whole continent. So she became famous. Now, her passive, you can see Dimension Leap. This is the special passive of the Time Walker or Blooming Someday Fate Core theme. Increases own dodge by 20% and attack by 1000 upon receiving damage. Removes all buffs from this skill upon dodging successfully. Stacks up to 4 times. Okay. And then, Epode increases dodge of allies equipped with Time Walker Team Fate Core by 10%. So she increases the dodge, and these are the heroes that will benefit from it. So Shell's special passive of the Gold Fate Core under Time Walker is Epode. Well, if you have Talia over here, she has this Divine Hymn, increases maximum HP or health of allies, equipped with Time Walker Team Fate Core by 5%. So you can see here, increases own dodge and attack upon receiving damage, and removes that buff. Removes all buffs from this skill upon dodging successfully. So if she dodges successfully, this will be removed. Now, let's check her out further. You can see, this is Shell. She still has this umbrella. Her hair became so long. And she has this black dress. And for the appearance effect,
I'll give you an unforgettable memory.
Artist of Death, Shell. And you can see a glimpse of a mannequin or marionette. This is the default mode, and this is the battle mode where you can see. Well, let's try and minimize this. I think. Okay, the umbrella is gone, but you can see a clear view of the marionette or mannequin or puppet. And it has a face now. So for the exclusive equipment, oh, so this looks fancy. It looks fancier with a lot of details compared to the regular one. It has some black and red accents. And if you're curious about the exclusive equipment, you can purchase this for 20,000 says. Black Mephisto. This will increase Shell's attack by 30 and combat power by additional of 10,000. Shell's exclusive equipment. Her own marionette. Yep, that's the term, marionette. Who has eaten many emotions. An eye-catching magic character captivates the hearts of audiences. And it really looks scary. So it seems like, based on the image here of the exclusive equipment, it's still the umbrella, but it doesn't have the outer covering. Okay, so we just equip the exclusive equipment, and now let's check out her skills.
Petty.
So that's the normal attack or basic attack. You can still see the marionettes attacking the enemy, and it seems that this bigger marionette over here controls the smaller marionettes.
How you gonna take it?
Or puppets. Now, for the first skill,
Extreme circumstances make the purest form of art.
this has a classic effect. You know, those classic movies you can see.
With this, you'll become my masterpiece.
Wow, that's really nice. And this is the second skill.
Let's start the final stage.
Whoa. So the head grew a body.
Scream more! Your scream, so beautiful.
Her skill animation is really unique. And again, it's so dark, but it's really nice, to be honest. When she was released about last year, or I think last year, I was really fascinated with her. That's why when she was released, I tried my best and pulled for a copy. And I think I have one. Oh wait, before that, let's check out other Fate Cores. Probably an orange Fate Core if she has one. So that Fate Core you see just now is the gold Fate Core of Shell. We're now just checking if she has an orange Fate Core, which I think she doesn't have yet. Yep. So she doesn't have any other Fate Cores aside from the gold Fate Core from the Blooming Someday or Time Walker Fate Core team. So this is the only Fate Core for Shell for now. So let's go to the Manage Heroes button. Then
Is this all
I'm
you
going to look
got?
for my Shell. So I'm currently not using her. I mean, again, I'm not using her, so I don't know where she is. Probably somewhere below. Oh, okay.
Art has much in common with madness.
I have a copy. And so we discussed about the Fate Core and then the exclusive equipment. Now for the artifacts. So since she's a support type Fate Core, you can either use Living Melody Biryong, 40% chance to reset turn for a random ally upon receiving damage. So this is kind of good because remember she has this passive increases increases own dodge by 20% and attack by 1000 upon receiving damage. So I'm not saying this is partnered with this, but it kind of makes sense because when she receives damage, her own dodge is going to be increased by 20%, and if you have this artifact, there's also a chance to reset the turn of a random ally when Shell is receiving a damage, one time per round. So this is good. Also, Dimensional Herb, Linen, a chance to cleanse one debuff from back row allies and grant immunity for 5 turns if enemy afflicts a status effect which disables action, such as Modification, Sleep, and Stun, to a back row ally, one time per 2 rounds. This is also good. And again, this one, I think this only works for those allies or those super type heroes that can resurrect or has the resurrection skill or reviving skill. If you don't have that, you can go for this one, Church of Purity, Helena, chance to cleanse the buff from one ally at the start of own turn. And also this one, Wild Wave Alad, chance to heal 14% of own health upon receiving damage. If you don't have those, you can go for Guardian of Balance, Blinket, increases own attack speed by 13 when ally receives damage, stacks up to 3 times, remove at the end of round. This is good, really. This will make your super type heroes be able to action fast. And then Hammer of Destruction, Collapse, chance to afflict 1 random damage target with Nullify buff for 4 turns. So those are the possible artifacts that you can equip on Shell. Now let's go for the gears. Let's just check again her skills, because if you know me, this is how I base my gears. So it seems that there are no skills that has to do something with her stats like HP, defense, like what do you call this? Increases dodge by something of her own, probably HP or something like that. So she doesn't have any skills that way. So since she's a support type hero, we can go for dash set to make her fast. HP like fortification, vitality. I mean, fortification for when it comes to defense, and vitality when it comes to HP. So if you want to increase Shell's HP, so go for vitality set, because if you are going to equip that, this is a 2-piece set, by the way. So with 2/2, this increases your health by 20%. And if you go for vitality, if you have 2 pieces, this will increase your defense by 20. And not only this, you can also go for effect resist. This will help your character or your super type hero to prevent from having or to get afflicted with status effects such as stun, sleep, modification, silence, and stuff. So you can go for that. And also speed. I think it's also good for Shell to have speed, because you can see this skill over here. The first skill increases attack of one ally 18% for 6 turns and increases attack speed of that certain target by 30 for 6 turns. So we want this to be activated as soon as we can. So I think putting Shell with dash set is also good. So the gears that you can choose from are dash set, fortification set, vitality set, and resist. Effect resist set. So it's up to you how you mix and match. So if you go for dash set, you can combine it. Since dash set is a 4-piece set, so it's 4 plus you need 2 more. So the two piece could be vitality set or fortification or effect resist. And if you don't want to go for dash set, you can choose either fortification, vitality, or effect resist. And don't forget, when it comes to the main stat, so again, I'm not using shell at the moment, so I just place random gears on her. But for gloves, you can go for HP, defense, it could be, and also for the substats, you can see it's critical attack, critical damage, HP. That's not really what it's supposed to be, because since she's up front, we want to make her tanky. So in that case, you go for HP, defense, attack speed, effect resist lines. Oh, thanks for following, Pedakin. Welcome to our channel. Thanks for hanging out. So that's good when it comes to the gloves, because remember, HP and defense is one of those special stats or main stats that you can get from gloves aside from critical and critical damage. So critical and critical damage is for DPS or damage dealers. Since Shell is up front, we want to make her tanky, go for HP or defense. And now over here, for the accessory piece, this specific piece holds the effect resist or effect hit. So effect hit is good for those characters who have debuffs, and effect resist, this is good for tanks such as your knights and for supports like Shell. This will prevent your characters or support or tank characters, to prevent them from getting afflicted with status effect, like what we discussed earlier. And for the boots, you can go for speed. So you can see this attack 60% as the main option, so just ignore it. It should be speed. And don't forget the 4 lines below. This is the substats. Go for HP, defense, speed, and effect resist. Effect resist should be around at least 100%. Let's check out the stats. So this is really not right, but the effect resist here is around 90, so that's kind of good. Speed 109, that's too low. It should be around 200 plus to 300 plus if you want her to be super speedy or for her to act first during the round. And if you're going to check out her skills, if she's going to get attack, her dodge will increase by 20% and attack by 1000. That's when she receives damage, and removes all buffs from this skill upon dodging successfully. So I think this works on the next turn when she gets attacked. Yes, because I'm trying to understand. Increases on dodge attack upon receiving damage. So when she receives damage, her dodge and attack will be increased. And then if she dodges on the next turn, these buffs will be removed. Yes. Stacks up to 4 turns. So as long as she won't get attack again, this will be stacked to 4 times. Yep. And then here increases. Oh, okay. This works towards the ally and not towards herself. And then this one deals damage and decreases hit of hero with the highest attack. So let's say you have your enemies, and which among the enemies has the highest attack, her or his hit will be decreased by 35% for 7 turns. And you also afflict damage 63% to all allies. 63%, that's kinda low. But it's okay since she's a support type hero. We don't really need her damage to be that high. So I think that's okay. Our purpose here is to decrease the hit of the highest attack hero for 35%. And since she has a debuff, I think you can also go for some effect hit if you like. Probably 50% will do, I guess. So in that case, for this particular piece of gear, the accessory, so you can go for either effect resist for your shell, not to get afflicted with status effect, or you can go for effect hit For this particular skill to work, the 35% to decrease hit of that specific hero with the highest attack. So it's really up to you. So again, for the gear sets, you can choose either from dash set, vitality set, the fortification, and effect resist. So that will be all, guys, for today. We discussed about Shell. So she has only one Fate Core at the moment, but I'm sure as time goes by, probably soon enough, she's going to have another one, or probably an Orange Fate Core. We also discussed about her possible artifacts that you can equip, and also the exclusive equipment. So please do not forget to subscribe to my Twitch channel, and also for my YouTube channel as well, where you can see all of my other Exos Heroes content and other games as well. And if you have any question or suggestion, just do drop a comment and I'll make sure I'm going to respond to it as soon as I can. This is Bear Gaming. Have a nice day, everyone.